Naomi has been declared persona non grata in the palace. Naomi has been declared persona non grata in the palace. Hello, people. Welcome to D and Z TV, the place where we give you all the latest information that you need to equip you, that informs you, entertains you, and is that you need in our country. And right about now, we have a gist that Naomi has been declared persona non grata in the palace. Now, for some persons, they will be imagining does it mean for someone to be declared persona non grata. And if you must understand, persona non grata simply means a Latin phrase meaning unwelcome person, as in it's a legal term. It refers to the practice of a state prohibiting a diplomat from entering the country as a diplomat, or censoring a diplomat already resident in a country for conduct unbecoming of the status of the diplomat. So that's actually what it means for one to be declared a persona non grata. And they are now, this is now synonymous with Naomi, and it's coming from none other than Olori Miriam, who seems to have be like her arch enemy. And you now begin to wonder, why are they enemies and why should they even fight? And somebody now said, is being the wife of the Ooni of Ife not good enough for you to fight? I mean, if something is not good enough for you to fight, then it's as well not good enough for you to have. So now Mariam can actually say these things because she's actually been the architect who has been wanting for Naomi to leave the palace a long time ago. Incidentally, immediately they married her, that's when Naomi left. Naomi didn't really want to see all of this, and we cannot really fathom why she had to leave. A lot of persons are saying, okay, she didn't want competition. A lot of persons are saying, okay, she was promised that she was going to be with the Ooni forever, and a couple of stuff like that. And also the background where she came from. The Ooni is a traditional man who, by tradition, he can have more than one wife. The two Onis before him now had 48 wives, whereas the last Oni before him had 11 wives. So which means it is a cultural thing for the Oni of Ife to have more than one wife. This actually also came from Ronke, who actually said it herself, that she's been groomed all the years in the palace. So she actually understands how the whole palace thing works. In another dimension now, people are also looking at it that, okay, if Oni knows that Naomi is a Christian, why should he now go and ask her hand in marriage? Because, I mean, if you look at it very well, Naomi did not just come and marry the Oni for nothing. No. Oni actually approached her. Oni actually made the first move, and she accepted, and he became the wife. But, issues and stuff started coming up, and there were a lot of allegations here and there that, okay, Naomi didn't do due diligence, Naomi did not pray well, Naomi. But all in all, the truth about the matter is, once a marriage is now beginning to affect your sensibilities, once a marriage now begins to affect your well-being, once a marriage now begins to affect the way you think, once a marriage now begins to affect begins to give you some form of complex, be it inferiority or superior complex, it now becomes a big problem. That is why Naomi now decided to leave. Now they're not likening her to a diplomat who had immunity when he was in his state. As a diplomat now let me paint a picture for you, right? When diplomats want to travel, they do not go to embassies to get visas. All diplomats actually get visas on arrival in any country of your choice. In as much as you are a diplomat, once you become a diplomat, once you now get to a particular level, even in civil service, right? Yes, you get to a particular director level where you now begin to act like a diplomat, where you now have the traveling immunity. All you need to do to travel, like people who work in top government organizations, international organizations, and top directors, ministers, House of Rep members, governors, senators, people at that level, They do not need visas. All that they do is they just go to the embassy, go to the airport, present their passport, and voila, they can have access to every other country. But once you are being declared a person of non-grata, all that happens to you is you now need to pass through the normal channel every other person passes. So all this one that they are saying, Naomi is coming back, Naomi is not coming back, Ooni has said all the Olori should leave, and all that Mariam is telling us is not going to work, because she has already been declared a person non-grata in the palace. So wherever people are saying that she's coming back now, they do not know where she's coming from. But in another dimension, if you look at it again, somebody can also call Mariam bluff, you know. Okay, what if she's just trying to show off? What if she's just trying to make Naomi not to feel comfortable to come back? What if she's just trying to get back at the Ooni? Because, I mean, it's painful that after someone left, he's still very valuable and important in the palace. People still want to hear her. People still want to see her. That is Naomi now. Because, I mean, if Naomi did not mean anything to anybody, as she goes up, therefore no send her anything. Nobody could have even sent her. Because there's something that says somewhere that if your absence is not felt, then your presence was never needed. Your presence was never needed, never needed if your absence is not felt. But from the look of things now, you can agree with me that Naomi's absence is really being felt in the palace. They are feeling her absence. That is why her presence is needed. And the Ooni now is now doing everything humanly possible to bring her back. He only is even ready to let all others go away. Wow. You know when things happen like this at times, we begin to look at it from different angles and different perspectives. To some persons now, they think the Ooni is wrong, but to some other persons, they think he's doing what is making him happy and what he's supposed to do. It's actually about value. What value are the other wives bringing to the table? It is just beyond answering name. I want to be Ooni's wife, or I'm Ooni's wife. Are you really adding any form of value? That's a question all of you should ask. Beyond just answering the name, or you think it's just to come and bear children. No, it's really beyond bearing of kids. If only wants to do IVF, he can do IVF. If only wants to adopt children, he can adopt children. So this is something everybody should understand. Marriage is beyond I love you, I no love you. Marriage is beyond, okay, that's my husband. No. The whole truth about the matter is, what value are you bringing on the table? Naomi is bringing so much value to the table. That is why the Ooni is ready to give up everything just to be with Naomi. All right, people, thank you so much. It's been awesome having this time with you right now. And I still remain D and Z TV. We hope to see some other time. Thank you and bye-bye.